It was obvious Gabe's plan to play it cool was flawed from the moment Rosie and Lori walked in, wearing their high-femme outfits of tight pencil skirts, silk blouses, and killer heels. And the way Gabe's jaw practically hit the ground the moment she laid eyes on Lori was comical. Shay had expected nothing less, and honestly, she couldn't blame Gabe. The two best friends were stunning. Almost everyone in the bar had clocked their arrival, either with a full-on stare or a surreptitious sideways glance. And more than a few women had pulled their partners' gazes away from the door as Rosie and Lori entered. And yes, Shay appreciated them too. Why wouldn't she? Well, she'd never go anywhere near Lori, even though Gabe was adamant she couldn't go beyond friend status. Pursuing Rosie was a distinct possibility. Rosie had seemed pretty interested last Saturday when she and Lori had dropped into the garage to make a TikTok video. Right now, though, Shay was still reeling from Gabe's confession that she'd been terrified to come out of the Army. After 20 years of being best friends, Shay thought she'd become an expert in reading her. How could she not have known? But Gabe had promised she was okay, and she was already locked into an animated conversation with Lori as they played pool. Shay glanced over at Rosie as she returned from the bar with a couple of beers. She was exactly what Shay had been looking for tonight. "Hey, you." Rosie placed her hand on Shay's hip and nodded toward Gabe and Lori. "I guess that leaves you stranded with me." "Unless you want to play doubles." Rosie shook her head. "I don't really like games that involve more than two people." Shay smiled, appreciating Rosie's directness. "One-on-one is my preference, too. You can really get to know who you're playing with then." She motioned to a nearby booth. "There's nothing wrong with watching, though, right?" "Sometimes," Rosie whispered and dropped her hand from Shay's hip. Shay sat facing the pool tables, enabling her to monitor Gabe, but Rosie slid elegantly into the booth beside her, putting the game out of view. She figured that'd be okay. Gabe seemed happy enough, and Rosie had obviously decided they had their own game to play.